everybody, Coach Lori here, One Life Coaching and Wellness, coming to you to chat about three of my favorite items in the world, in the world, as I'm losing my voice, okay? First thing is going to be a foam roller. If you do not have a foam roller and you work out and run and strength train and do all of those kind of awesome things, you are going to want to get a foam roller. If you haven't already, it is going to be one of your best friends, okay? My other next best friend, probably actually my first best friend, is the lacrosse ball. Literally, you can get these for like $2 online. It is literally a lacrosse ball. I just got a cool color. It just has the right consistency. It's not as hard as like a golf ball and not as soft as like a tennis ball. So I really, really, really love the lacrosse ball. Then I've got something that they call the stick. Okay, guys, you can get these online too. They kind of have a little bit of give to them, but they can also apply quite a bit of pressure. These are my favorite three items for kind of muscle recovery. And also I've had some issues with my Achilles and my arches, some plantar fasciitis, some heel spurs, all that kind of good stuff that comes along with, first of all, being a little bit older than, 18. And then also running also encourages a little bit of those pains and everything. So what I found along the way, I also used to have a herniated disc, and so I used these items to really help with that, to where I could get back in the game and not, be out injured all the time and sore and all that kind of stuff. So what I want to show you today is I'm just going to kind of show you on the calf how I would utilize this equipment. I mean, you can use it on every single muscle group, and I've got all kinds of options and thoughts on that. So if you guys, want to chat with me, I'm more than happy to fill you in on more of, what I would do for my full body. But today I just kind of want to cover the calf, okay? So something that I really like to do, if I'm using all three items, I kind of usually like to start off with the stick, okay? And a lot of times we are super tight in our calf, especially if we run. That is one of the things that really gets tight, and that pulls on the heel. It also pulls, and that's what kind of starts to cause that plantar fasciitis and, the pain in the feet and the heels. It is all kind of connected, right, to the calf, and then it goes all the way up. We know how muscles are connected. What I love about this guy is that you can just kind of start and just kind of roll him up. I like to go kind of on the side of my calf. Wherever you feel kind of a knot, you can spend a little bit more time, and then you can kind of go to the back of the calf and then to the side and kind of just roll it out. This feels absolutely amazing, and what you can do is go down. Again, you can do it anywhere. I'm just showing on the calf for today, and then possibly into the foot, because for me especially, as I get into the the plantar fasciitis and the pull and all of those things that I feel in my feet, I do like to go into my foot sometimes and kind of roll this out as well. So that is a great way to start. If you don't have one of these, it's not a big deal, but it is kind of a great place to start to kind of loosen up the calf a little bit, make it feel a little bit better. Then usually what I'll do is I'll go into the foam roller. So basically there's different levels on the foam roller of what you can do as far as like pressure on the calf. I'm kind of crazy, so I like to put a lot of pressure on my calf, to feel it kind of rolling it out. But there's different options to where you can, kind of be in a seated position and do half the calf, roll up and back, and then do the other half of the calf coming up. You can apply more pressure by, lifting up the butt and then going to the side. I like to go, on the side of the calf, to the center of the calf, and then out to the side, and really find those trigger points. Kind of hang out on the trigger point, but you can also kind of roll it out as well, and it just kind of feels amazing. There's another level to this as well, to where you can actually kind of cross the leg. This is my favorite level because I'm a glutton for punishment, but I cross over, and you can really feel it going in there and really digging in to those calf muscles as you go. So again, I like to go up, one side and really feel it get out a little bit of those knots, then go through the center and then go to the side, and just kind of figuring out where all the knots are, because you're sometimes surprised there's knots where you didn't think they would be, right? And so that's what I would do with my foam roller. And then the lacrosse ball, the thing that I absolutely love so much about the lacrosse ball is that it can kind of get in there just a little bit deeper, right? And it can kind of get into more of those little nooks and crannies. It's got the right consistency of, how it works. So again, what I would do on this is I would just put it down. And again, this is going to be a little bit more pressure, so you don't have to push as hard, and just kind of find those trigger points with the lacrosse ball. It is pretty phenomenal to do that. You can kind of come up where the calf is a little bit, you know, thicker and oh my goodness, like right there, you're gonna find all those little trigger points. And again, this is great. Sometimes I roll my foot out too, because of, you know, all of the connection into the tightness of the calf. I will roll my foot out as well and just kind of get the whole benefit of the lacrosse ball. Again, I kind of started using this lacrosse ball, and I've taught several classes because I do have a herniated disc that never goes away, and it was something that always really, really helped me to kind of get back in the game. So I will always be a huge advocate of the lacrosse ball and the foam roller. So I just kind of wanted to come on. If this is not part of your equipment that you have, try to make it that, because I'm telling you, it's going to make you feel so much better. It's going to help so much from muscle soreness. Oh my goodness, if you're sore, this is one of the greatest things to do, is kind of roll it out. Also, if you have kind of like an injury, like I do, you can kind of help manage it by kind of rolling it out as well. So it's just something I wanted to come to you. I love so much. If you guys have any questions, any comments, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching.